Well, we're on the way.
With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pele tries making a foray down the right.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Now, who's going to be first to this? Dangerous moment avoided, only just.
Well, that's the risk you have to take when you're fully committed to attack, Peter. They're going to leave a few areas unattended.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Xavi Alonso, now it's Cruyff. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's Ibrahimovic! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. He's found some space. Oh, smashing header! Benfica are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cruyff, pinches it off him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vieira. And he was alert to it. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Looking to play him in. Still goalless. Oh, played right into his path. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the pass is intercepted. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. And it's Vieira. Vieira! And he's following up! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Goes for a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And now they can spring out of defence. Now he's got space here. He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! And he's done it! First blood drawn. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Johan Cruyff! Johan Cruyff!
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, can he get onto this? He's in plenty of space here. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Cruyff. That's an imaginative pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alonso. Oh, it's a great ball here. Real chance here. Cruyff! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game.
And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Could be danger here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for options for movement. And the finish! Best. Chance here to counter. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Threads one in. Shin to shin. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Yamal. It's a searching pass. Pele looking to get on the end of this. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Yamal. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Roberto Carlos. And he's been shifted off it.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Lovely, now then. Yamal.
This is the time you need that pace. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic. And it's Vieira. And this is Ibrahimovic. Nicely aimed pass. Looking for a runner. Oh, this looks sharp.
The attendance for this match was 52,820.
That is a little undercooked. Up towards the front line. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Here's a sharp chance for a shot! It's there! Just one goal in it now! Game on! An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Vieira wins the duel this time. And this is Ibrahimovic. Played into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Hullet. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Yaya Toure goes back to front. That'll be a throw. Gerrard.
Benfica really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely shaped header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 21, Pele. Number 22,
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Number 11, Ronald Araujo. Number 10, Del Piero. Number 9, Darden.
Best. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. Just eases him off the ball. Danger averted for now. Cafu. Oh, easy pickings there. Araujo. Ambitious ball here. That's a sharp pass.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Produces a cross. He's given the time to pick a pass. Oh, that's a key interception. And this is Ibrahimovic.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's Gerrard. Benfica finding their passes. Best. Here's Puyol.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And we're done. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome
Gorgeous,
to today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Cruyff. Best. Sweat. Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So, a breakthrough already. He's on it, can he get away? He's there to get rid.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's not an especially good... Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, that's fabulous.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Roberto Carlos is behind this one. Great chance here to level it up. Pele! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Ibrahimovic. And Jamal. Pele.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Yaya Toure. Played out wide, back into the middle. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played into space. Roberto Carlos wins the duel this time. Pele looking to be a menace in the final third. He's found a way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ronaldo looks to get on the end of this. Neither of these two want to come off. Cruyff! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Played out to the left flank. No way through, so back it comes. It's a terrific header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Aimed beyond the defence. And a chance! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And here's the chance to counter. Chiellini.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
There they go, hunting in packs. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's played in here. It's a pretty loose pass.
just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Pele. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Yaya Toure. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's Ibrahimovic! Off the post! Cruyff is onto it in a flash. Pele.
2 added minutes has been
Cristiano
indicated.
Ronaldo. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them. This is the time you need that pace.
Chiellini. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. Knocks it into space. Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pele. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And again they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. It's a goal kick. Pele. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Pele. Yaya Toure. And Jamal. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's skewed away.
The attendance for this match
easy
was
pickings there.
50,913.
Nesta. 60 minutes played. Out towards the flank. Roberto Carlos.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Nesta. And it's Vieira. That's a good ball out wide.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pele puts his foot on the gas. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's had it nicked away. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And this is Pele. That's a lovely, neat pass. Best. A player who needs no introduction. And this is Ibrahimovic. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Taken back almost at once. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Best chips it through. Shot, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the ball is out of play.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Best. Xavi Alonso. Pele. And Jamal. He has found the way through. And he welcomes it in. Takes a shot! Fired deep towards the back post. And that should get the job done. Can he latch on to this? Best. He is through here. Stood up well to him there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Cruyff. That is good strength.
There will be 1 minute added time.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now he's off and running. And that is that. Benfica suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Hello attendees, this is a...
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Benfica desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.